poison in my blood. I wanna be owning every piece of you. No, I should be running. You put me up in chains. I had it coming, 'cause every time my head said
Start your engines.
Hello, 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 and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix. You join myself, Lemony Tang, in the commentary booth. This is the All Assists Off League. It's the AAOL. It's round 10. It's the final from Abu Dhabi. Brought to you by the Racing Notebook and KamiKayGifts. Check out the link in the description. Support the channel. So, we are under qualifying here. It's going to be a long evening this evening, and we are happy for it indeed. It's going to be a qualifying session here, and then we've got ourselves a sprint race and then a feature as well. So, we look forward to it. Indeed, we got some cars out on the track as well, and it's going to be Teco who's going to bring us around the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix racetrack. We're down the back straight here between corner 5 and 6. His teammate is going to pass him, so we shall jump to Frankie. 1811, good man yourself, Frankie, or 1 minute down. Doesn't really matter as long as you got the pace. In the sister Avatari down excuse me, down the second back straight here through turns 8 into 9. This swooping double apex left-hander. Many different lines in qualifying and the race as well. You can do the old switcheroo, the old undercut through this triple apex right-hander section 10, 11 and into 12. Ever slowing, ever the more difficult. The sneaky overtake if you're brave in the race. Through this double left-hander, now slightly off camber as well, and now through the final 2 corners as we gear up for the first flying lap of this evening. 15 minutes and 40 seconds odd on the clock, but we're with Frankie down towards turns 1. This 90-degree left-hander, which is followed up by a similar degree second left-hander, but it's swooping left up over the rise now into 3, swooping right now down the hill. Watch the rear end through the exit in the race, down into 4 and now 5. This swooping left-hander hairpin. They've opened it up considerably in the last few years to try and aid the overtaking. All those Ferrari fans will always have PTSD with Petrov and Alonso back in the day. So down into the chicane 6 and 7 of opportune braking maneuver. Oh, we have messed that up completely. That is how not to take a corner. Although the car up in front took it even worse. Perhaps we were unsighted there. So Frankie will be backing off with that one. Indeed, the Ferrari almost gets caught out. Who is that? That is Vincenzo. So he's just run wide there as well. So he's pushing hard, but unfortunately a little bit too hard for himself there. True turn. The hairpin we go with the Haas of Sir Ebo. Oh, Teco to the top of the timesheets in a 124. So he set the first flying lap of the session. Has Teco and the sister AlphaTauri. Everyone else just getting banker laps in here more than anything else. No assists at all for these guys, so they're driving it as raw as you can. Saman, top of the timesheets. He is our championship leader at the moment as well on 694 points. The race is between himself and Danger Dave. Danger David, where is he this evening? He's not in the race. Oh no way he is. What am I, Mum? Oh, he should have gone to Specsavers. I'm super blind. He's on an outlap. Dave in the Alfa Romeo. I'd be looking for a different car there. Caught me out. So who's out here on the lap at the moment? We've got, who's that? Racing Wheel. 027 through the final corner in the Alpine. Are we on a flying lap? Not quite. Get the tyres warmed up, sure. That's what it's all about here at the moment. Get the feelers out there. See how the car's handling. T-Bran in the Alfa Romeo through the last sector now, coming up to the final two corners. What kind of a lap time can T-Bran put up on the board? He seems to be pushing out there indeed. We're right on board through the final corner, using that ground effect to the utmost advantage through the final corner into the line, and it's 1.3 off the pace. 123.9. Pleasant Snake was the other car out there I noticed who hadn't just quite started one. D. Perez is on one as well. He's in the hunt for a third position in the Drivers' Championship. We'll pull up them momentarily. We'll just finish off this lap here with Pleasant Snake and see where he can get in, because he is battling for that third position in the championship on 428 points to 425 respectively for D. Perez. Cross the line, Snake into second on a 123.5. So I've alluded to it. Let's have a look at it. Here comes the driver standings at the moment. As you can see, it's Sandman who leads the way on 694 points, with Danger Dave in second on 665.5. So he is close enough there, especially with the sprint race. There's plenty of points on offer. It goes from 100 points all the way down to 1 point for 20th. So in and around that, they've broken it up. I couldn't quite get that on the stream this evening, unfortunately. Pleasant Snake in third, with D. Perez in fourth. 425 for D. Perez, 428.5 for Snake. So it's all to play for between these guys. And Skid Solo in fifth. It does have an outside chance there as well to gain some positions if the two protagonists up in front come together in that one. So we'll have a look at the next clip here. We see 13 down to 28 again. Teco there in 13th, battling hard with Formula Pfeiffer as well. So there's plenty of drivers in the field who are having their own battles through the championship indeed. We'll have a look at the constructors just before we jump off. We can see there Aston Martin on 1,055.5 points, flying along with that one. But McLaren are only 11 points behind on 1,040 something, so we won't worry about that one at the moment. Now we'll jump back to the game here, the racing on the track, the qualifying. A Sandman is your provisional pole sitter with D. Perez in second. Truckster just jumps into third there with Dave now in fourth. Pleasant Snake in fifth. Vinny Enzo in sixth. T. Brian in seventh. With Teco now in eighth, with Frankie in ninth. And Tobelson is your top 10 with 10 minutes left on the clock. Verduso in 11th, with Tarcangino in 12th. Racing Wheel in 13th, with Sir Ibo in 14th. Maverick 15th, and then yet to set a lap time is Taravilo. Willis Taravilo. Ooh, someone's jumped up there. Skid Solo and Quincy in the pit lane as well, respectively. So, who is on a lap now? That's going to be the question. There looks like a Haas coming. Is that Verduso? It is indeed. Coming to the line. What kind of a lap time can we put up? Went to 12th on a 124.9. Gained almost a second, so here I'd be happy with that any day of the week. What's up, Quincy? Go on yourself, Quincy. And he's updated us there as well. Second on 1,044.5 points in the constructor. So it's all to play for between themselves as well at the top of that championship. So who's yet to get one out there? Teco's coming up to the line. He's coming into the pits. Okay. A bit of a lull in the proceedings for now. Where we are here. So, Racing Wheel is going to bring us on a flyer now. We'll stay with Racing Wheel and see how he gets on. Down towards turns one we go. Swooping left-hander, 90 degrees. Keeping it well off them curves, just about collects it there. Into two, and now up over the rise through three. It does count as 4 down the hill, but sure, it's a straight line in an F1 car. Down into the hairpin now, turns 5. Still a heavy braking zone and a late apex there to carry as much momentum onto the straight as possible. Now, DRS wide open as we click up through the gears and accelerate through the miles per hour zone. 200 easily down the main straight before we get to the braking zone, just before the 100-meter board. Hard into the left-hander, and now the right-hander, the chicane, to open up the exit. Hard on the accelerator now towards the DRS zone once more. Down the back straight now through 8, and now we come up to turns 9 again. A swooping double apex left-hander. How do we get on? Giving the first apex plenty of space to cut back onto the second one. Carry the momentum again. Many lines through there. 10, 11, and 12 again, ever tightening and twisting into the left-hander now, again off the camber as well between these two left-handers. Easily Ask Latifi, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and shoot into the wall. And now the final two corners. Oh, a little bit loose on the exit there, but we're across the line, and again we gained by almost a second. Racing wheel, happy days with that one indeed. So, is that Rils Travillo? That butchered that name, unfortunately, for themselves in the Williams, but they are flying out there. It doesn't matter. Now it's pronounced. They're showing us the. Oh no, they've invalidated. I think they might have just invalidated there. That's unfortunate for themselves. Rils Taravillo is coming into the pits. T-Brand's on one. He's just crossed the line to start one. Who else is on one out here? The Alpine coming into the pit lane. Racing wheel we just seen. Sir Ibo is out there. Whoa, see that rear end there? He's stepping out with a Haas. Nice collection. Almost didn't collect it on the exit. Skid Solo started one there as well. Maverick is on one. So, there we go. Let's have a look-ski who's going to be the first one to the lineage. Dave's about to start one. Yes, he is indeed. So it is T-Bran. We'll jump up to T-Bran and see how he's getting on in the Alfa Romeo. Into the triple right-hander of 10, 11 and 12. Getting the car nicely slowed down there. You don't want to carry too much momentum, otherwise you'll run wide and you'll compromise the run through these double left-handers. Not too bad on the exit there. Swinging it back to the other side of the track to carry the racing line into the final two corners. Oh, a little bit loose on the exit. I tell you, he must have been just inside that white line and across the line for T-Bran. So we'll leave T-Bran to it. Vinienzo is out there in the Ferrari. What kind of a lap time can he put up on the board? Oh, look at that, Sandman, top of the time sheet again on 122.4. We missed it again. I can't believe it. It's amateur hour here in the commentary boot, unfortunately, for Sandman, but across the line. Vin gains by just about 2/10. The Danger Dave is invalidated. He's coming in as well. So everyone's going to be getting themselves ready for this final run here. Teco's on one. Freaky is in. Veraduco. Let's have a look at the Haas driver. We haven't had much time with themselves this evening. Are we up or are we down here? Or not on one? That's the problem. Skid Solo's on one though. We'll have a look at Skid Solo. Again, one of the drivers who hasn't quite had much time here. Oh, look at that. Swinging it in there. Absolutely beautiful for the first apex. Nice corner exit as well. Into have a look what tyres these guys are on. Not sure. I think we're going to be going into Q2 and Q3 here as well. There's Q1 on top of the board. So the guys at danger here is Tarcangino, Racing Wheel, Sir Ibo, Maverick and Quincy. Quincy's coming out of the pit lane now. He's He's under a lot of pressure here to get out of the top 15. What's up, Ash, you absolute legend? So I'm not quite sure, is this for the full qualifying or is this just for Q1? We'll have to wait and see. Vero Zuko out here. He's had a nice lap time. He couldn't quite improve, but he's going on for it once more. 2 minutes left in qualifying one here. And we'll see how the guys get on. A lot of cars out on track as well. So interesting to see how the guys are doing it. Who else is out here on a lap? Oh, the Haas loses it almost. Good save. Alright, so we'll have a look up towards the main protagonists here. Or do I keep it down the back? Keep it down the back here. It's Q1. So in the pit is Tolberson. He's thrown in the towel for the moment. Is he going to come out? Skid Solo's on an out lap. He's just about going to get there. So Tolberson's decided to stay in the pit. Racing wheel across the line into 12th. Happy enough with that one. Let's have a look. Mavericks out here. Quincy's just after starting his lap time as well. So Mavericks, the car under pressure here into the left-handers of 9. Nice smooth lines here from Maverick. Can he improve? He's on a 128.0 at the moment. Any improvement is always a good improvement. Out of the way! Who's that in the way? And he's wide. I can't believe it. Gets away with it. Improves by almost a second. But that, it was that Pleasant Snake, one of the contenders here for third position in the championship, perhaps compromising the car behind. Sandman has exited the qualifying session. Look at that for a drifter from Taravilo. D. Perez in the Red Bull towards the line. What can we do with D. Perez? Not able to do anything at all. So that's unfortunate for himself. Taravilo in second. But we'll see. Skid Solo, can he improve on 15th? Oh, sorry, he's in 16th. On for the Skid Solo. He does the 15th at the dying seconds of qualifying. Verdo Duco is out. Can Maverick improve? No, Maverick's run out of fuel, and that's the story for qualifying one. We've lost Maverick, Sir Ibo, Tolberson, Verduco, and that's the story. What are you meant to do? Still plenty of time left in qualifying. We're waiting for Tarkin Gino to come to the pit lane, and Frankie comes to the pit lane. Targino is going to follow them in shortly here. And that is Q1 sorted, ladies and gentlemen. So at the end of Q1, that's Sandman tops the timing sheet with Dave in second. Caravilo in third with D. Perez fourth. Pleasant Snake in fifth with Truckster sixth. Vinny Enzo 7th, Sinful 8, T-Brand 9th, and Frankie top 10. But we've lost Maverick, Sir Ibo, Tobison, and Verdugo. What a good qualifying that was. Q1, very entertaining towards the end. The lap times tumbled, and so did 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, unfortunately for themselves. Solid stuff though, in fairness. I certainly wouldn't be trying an all-assist off racing league, but that's how they do it here. The AAOL, it's round 10, it's the final from Abu Dhabi. Oh, it was a short qualifying, so there we go. Set Q1 up there, my apologies. So Sandman takes pole position for the sprint race with a Danger Dave joins him on the front row. Reels Taravilo in third, T Perez fourth, Pleasant Snake in fifth with Truckster sixth, Vinny Enzo seventh with Sinful in eighth, T-Brand ninth, and Frankie your top 10. Teco in 11th with Quincy 12th, Racing Wheel 13th, Tarkan Gino 14th, Skid Solo 15th with Verdugo 16th, Tobison 17th, Saraibo 18th, and Maverick is your grid this evening. So with the short qualifying over, well, I thought that was Q1 in fairness, but anyway, straight on to the racing action. We've got a sprint race for you this evening as we wait for the drivers in the garages. We'll pull up the drivers and the constructors once more. Again, there is qualifying points in this, so this is a little bit outdated, but it'll give you a bit of a feel for this evening's action and people to watch out for. Sandman is your championship leader on 694 points, with the Danger David in second on 665.5. Pleasant Snake in third on 428, and D Perez in fourth on 425, with Skid Solo your top 5 on 390. So there's plenty to play for between themselves there. Even Truckster is a shout out in sixth on 350 as well. So the battle is for first and second, the championship itself, and for third position in the championship. Plenty to play for here in the AAOL. Let's have a look at the constructors just before we get ourselves onto a warm-up lap. It's the Aston Martin on 1,055 points, with McLaren in second on 1,044.5 points. So there's a 11-point difference between first and second, and that's definitely going to be one to have a look for this evening. Also, so we jump to the game again. We're waiting for the players once more, so they must be having themselves a little bit of a break ski in the middle here. We'll give themselves a little bit of a break. We'll get ourselves a little break too. This is the All Assist Off Racing League. It's the AAOL. It's round 10. It's the final from Abu Dhabi, brought to you by the Racing Notebook and the KamiKayGifts. Introducing the Ultimate Racing Notebook, your indispensable companion for every motorsport racer. This sleek, purpose-built notebook is designed to enhance your racing experience. Take notes after every session. Make each drive count. Write down and review incidents, lap times, and your performance. This racing notebook comes... Well, there we go. What an eventful start to the race. Even I was almost caught napping here in the commentary booth. Good thing we had a good look ski. We've lost Maverick at the back of the field, unfortunately for the Ferrari himself. And it's Saman who leads the way, with David in second, D Perez in third, and Pleasant Snake in fourth. Will jump up to the position change. We'll have a quick look ski. Oh, it's a full-on safety car now, I believe. Yes, it is indeed. So we'll have a look at that as a replay. I don't think we quite got the crash, but sure, we'll have a look-ski at it at the moment. So you can see we were at the end of our racing notebook there. And we'll just pull that forward. Here we go. So we see the guys taking off in the background. I am still muted. So down towards turns 1, it looks as if the front of the field got away nicely, but starting to pack up through the midsection there. And as they come through turns 2 and 3, it looks as if Maverick's being wrecked out there, unfortunately, with that one. So that is the story there. What an eventful start to that race, I'm telling you now. Sometimes it's a warm-up lap as well, or a bit more of a break. What are you meant to do? This is the All Assists Off League. And we are racing here for the sprint race. Sandman is your race leader with the Danger Dave in second. D Perez in third, Pleasant Snake in fourth, the Trugster fifth. T Bran up 3 positions into sixth. Happy days from himself. It's Rillis Taravilo down 4 positions, but overtakes T Bran. What is going on here? Under the safety car, we're on board with Taravilo. He doesn't look like a happy camper, and he's overtaken again. What's after happening to T-Bran? T-Bran's had a mechanical or something. What's going on with the field? This is utterly strange here. At the start of this race, we've lost Maverick in the Ferrari, and drivers are, I don't know, maybe sorting themselves out there, but Taravilo gives the position back. What is this? It's a safety car. And they're racing. Alright. Well, they've given the positions back now, so that's good news. There's... Who's that? Quincy nearly into the... I'm telling you. Everyone just needs to give each other a bit of room here. At the back. Under the safety car. Maybe there's some glitching going on there, perhaps. Quincy's up for a snake here this evening. 2 teammates in the AAOL. 16 corners around this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix track, 5.3 kilometers, 3.2 miles. We're under safety car, but give you some action-packed racing. It's 2021. It was Lewis versus Max for the championship, and we all know how that one ended up. Is it going to be a similar issue here this evening? There's cars behind letting people by. But are we going to have a safety car influence towards the end? Are the 2 leaders going to have themselves a bit of a elbows out race here? Only time will tell. It's lap 3 of 10 under the safety car here in the sprint race. And that's Vinny Enzo out of the race as well. What's after happening to Vinny? Did he crash under the safety car? I think he may have. Yeah, down into turn 1. There we are. As you do. Where did I catch that? No, he's just crashed all on his lonesome down into turn 1, it looks like. He's weaving aggressively just before he got down into turn 1. And yeah, he crashed it. Vinny Enzo crashes under the safety car, warming up his tyres. That is a disaster for Ferrari. 2 cars out, all within the space of 1 safety car. 1 corner, basically. Safety car in this lap. It pretty much was the same corner as well that took out the 2 guys. Telling you, not a good day to be a Ferrari driver. But anyway, the safety car is in at the end of this lap. We'll jump back towards our race leader. It's Sandman, your championship leader as well, leading the way from his championship rival and protagonist, the Danger Dave, in second. So Dave needs to gain himself more points on Sandman. He does have a bit of a deficit here in the championship, so we'll have to wait and see. When does Sandman go? We're riding on board with him, looking back at Dave. Can Dave get a good run? He's gone now. Dave gone with him. In fairness to David, he has indeed. 4 tenths between them, and it's a solid restart from the top drivers. We have a yellow flag out there as well momentarily, so some other cars are having a bit of an issue putting the power down for the first time. Back to green flag racing we go. There's a battle on here between Tarkangino and Teco. What can Teco do down into the hairpin? Big battle for the race lead as well going on. Teco down the inside into the hairpin. We're side by side. They'll switcheroo from Tarkangino, but Teco gets the power down and makes the maneuver stick. Here we are towards the race lead. David up the inside into the chicane. But Sandman defends the position. And as we run down through 8 and 9 now, David is in the slipstream here. Sandman defends to the inside. David has nowhere to go, has to follow him through the corner. As we ride on board at the Aston Martin driver now, a little bit wide on the exit, but we're leaving Di Perez in the dust here. Good battles behind as well between Snake, Truckster and T-Bran, with Taravilo in situ as well. So that's the first lap back under the safety car after the safety car restart, and it's Sandman leads the way with a Danger Dave in second, Di Perez battling hard in third. Oh, we've got a VSC again, and that's oh, there we go. That's Verdugo after hitting the wall. Front wing around a bit as well. Frankie's been involved, so unfortunately for themselves, there's debris on the track. The marshals have plenty of time to get out there, but it's put a bit of a halt in the proceedings. Now look at this, these two guys now going to be trying to make a run on in each other. They have to keep within the safety car delta. If you run over that though, you're going to give yourself a drive-through penalty, so everyone needs to be super careful here. Try and time it if they can, but don't time it too much. You can see the times Constantina and in and out. And Sandman tries to create himself a bit of a space to the cars behind. Easy though to slam on the brakes and for the cars just to run into the back of you effectively if you time it wrong. So we're back to green flag racing now. Fairly solid between the field. Truckster is under pressure from T-Bran and Taravilo. Oh, elbow. Not good. So the battle is heating up through the pack here. It's still half a second between Sandman and David at the front of the field. But the DRS now is activated. Ho, ho, ho! Quincy with a save of the race so far through the final corner there. So we'll jump towards the front of the field again as David tries to line up a run on the leader. The DRS is activated now this lap. So once we cross that line, you'll see that rear wing open up, which it has. And we're in the slipstream of the McLaren up in front. We pull to the inside towards the braking zone we go, and that is the race lead for David. And Sandman tries to back around the outside, but he can't quite make it stick as there's a battle happening behind as well between Snake, Di Perez and Truckster. And we're back up with the race leaders, and now it's Sandman's turn. He goes to the outside of turns 9, and it's Dave defending the inside as we go side by side through the left-hander. Dave is still on the Sandman's still on the outside and makes the maneuver. We're side by side into 10, 11 and 12, and David has to relinquish the position. The rest of the field making their way through as well. So good stuff. What's up, Ivor, you absolute legend? Quincy, Ashbourne and Ivor. So across the line for lap 7. To start lap 7 of 10. It's all within a second between the race pack. Almost Truckster is trying as hard as he can to close that gap to Pleasant Snake up in front. Snake has closed it to his teammate, so that's a 3-car battle for the race lead this time around. David 5/10 off. Is he going to be close enough into the braking zone? He knows not to make the maneuver here. Hold station and get the run. Look at that. Sandman's a little bit deep as well into the chicane. David gets a fantastic run through the exit. And it's going to be Dave now down the back straight with the DRS. Pulls to the outside. Slipstream central. Can he swoop it around? He does before the braking zone and retakes the race lead on lap 7 of 10. Quincy and Teco battling hard back here as well. We'll try and jump back to these two. Where is Teco? He's just behind. So a good battle and forming between all of these drivers towards the crescendo of the sprint race here. It's going to be 3 laps to go when we cross the line. Dave is your race leader with Sandman now in second, with Pleasant Snake in third, Chugster in fourth, and D. Perez in fifth. This gap is well and truly closed now between Snake and Chugster. It's everyone for themselves all the way down to Quincy. Everyone's within a second. And now down the straight again. The DRS train make their way towards the chicane. Look at this though. Pleasant Snake has a fantastic run, has to pull out into the braking zone, and everyone's going to Constantina up here. And on the exit we go. Who's it going to be this time around? So it looks as if Sandman's going to be under pressure from Snake, who is closing up, but everyone is so close now coming to the end of this race. Any mistake will see you lose at least 2, maybe 3 positions. Oh, a little bit loose there from D. Perez. He keeps it in check though for the time being. Starting to have some issues with these tires. Mediums predominantly, Terravilo on softs, Quincy on softs as well, with Verducho out there as well. Everyone else on mediums for the end of this race. It's the penultimate lap of the sprint race here. It's Dave leading the way. This is a 5-6 car train for the win here. Oh, I think that's Sir Ibo having a bit of a spin out there. It is indeed. Frankie needs to be careful. Sir Ibo having issues. Oh no, wait. That's Verducho spinning through the final corner. So what is going on here? What's after happening? So Roybo's here, and whoa, where is everyone off to at the back of the grid here? I don't quite know. We'll leave them to it. We're at the top of the field for the race. Oh, Frankie gets disqualified. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, down towards turns 9 for the penultimate time. It's Sandman to the outside of Dave. And Snake up the inside of Sandman. What a maneuver. Snake throws it up the inside and makes that stick and takes second position. What a cracking effort there from Pleasant Snake. And now through the final 2 corners to start the last lap of the sprint race here. Who's it going to be? Sinful has crashed. Unbelievable stuff. Oh, around goes D. Perez out of a solid position. I can't believe it. D. Perez spins. Onto the final lap we go. And it's Dave in front of Snake, in front of Sandman. And there's cars all over the shop now having issues out there. D. Perez is just retired pretty much. So Snake has broken the DRS. Sorry, David has broken the DRS here. He's going to be the happy camper. No, he's not. He's a little bit slow on the exit. What's he after doing? I can't believe it. Why was he slow? He's after giving the guys behind a substantial opportunity here. Look at this. The guys don't even need DRS to close up on Dave. Into the chicane we go for the final time. Sandman around the outside. Oh, look at that. What a maneuver. Snake's going to try it back around the outside. Snake has crashed. I can't believe it. Oh, my word. What's going on? That is unbelievable. Sandman takes out Snake, or Snake takes out Sandman. Whatever way it's gone, they've had contact. And one of them's in the wall and one of them's in second. It's Sandman trying to go for the race lead with Dave, but Dave has a half a second advantage now. He's let everyone else have the issues out there, and he said, see you later, I'm leading from the front and I'm not going to look back. It's 4-10, so holy moly, Sandman saves it. I cannot believe how close he was to losing the rear there. But it's going to be the Danger Dave who's going to win the sprint race here in Abu Dhabi. What a cracking end to that race. Unbelievable stuff. And I need a check here because that was unbelievable at the end. David takes the race win with Sandman in second, and Chugster rounds out your podium positions. But holy moly, commiserations to D. Perez, who got caught out there near the end. Sinful's crashed as well, very near the end. Snake in sixth. Class stuff from the guys as always. It all kicked off at the end of that race, even at the back of the grid. Plenty of action with D. Perez. What coulda, woulda, shoulda been, but he's across the line in 14th. And that's the story. The Danger Dave, though, takes the checkered flag for the sprint race. Ivor, it is a great final. I can't believe it. As always. But it's the Danger Dave who is victorious in the sprint race this evening. Confirmation of the results now on your screen. The Danger Dave wins the sprint race in Abu Dhabi. Sandman in second with Truckster joining them on the podium. T-Brown in fourth with Rillis Taravilo in fifth. Pleasant Snake in sixth with Skid Solo in seventh. Quincy in eighth. Tarkin Gino in ninth. And Thomas in your top 10. Deco in 11th. Racing Wheel in 12th. Vero Ducho in 13th. D. Perez 14th. And Saraibo in 15th. Rounds out your finishing order. Sinful in 16th. Vinienzo, Maverick, and Frankie crashed out of the race. Congratulations to Dave, who takes the sprint race this evening. Sandman in second, and Truckster in third. But it's all down to the feature race now. We'll have to wait and see who's going to be the master of going faster. Who is going to be the champion here this evening? We'll have to wait and see. This is the All Assists Off League. It's the AAOL Round 10. It's the final from Abu Dhabi. Brought to you by the Racing Notebook and KamiKayGifts. Check out the link in the description. Support the channel. Introducing the ultimate racing notebook, your indispensable companion for every motorsport racer. This sleek, purpose-built notebook is designed to enhance your racing experience. Take notes after every session, make each drive count. Write down and review incidents, lap times, and your performance. This racing notebook comes equipped with dedicated time slots for personal and session bests for each race event. Now you can keep track of practice sessions, qualifying laps, and the main race with precision, allowing you to easily note down the critical moments of each session. In the notes section, you can capture every detail, whether you want to jot down driver insights, strategies, or highlight standout moments. The notes section provides you with the canvas to document the essence of each race. The racing notebook is not just a journal, it's a comprehensive tool to enhance your racing experience. Whether you're a casual fan or a dedicated motorsports aficionado, this notebook is the perfect companion to fuel your passion for racing and gain lap time and consistency. There you go. That's how it goes. So as we're waiting for the drivers here in the commentary booth to start their final, let me see if I can get some stuff up and we can have a look at the sprint race action that we've just seen. It was absolutely class stuff from the guys, I have to say. Yeah. Oh. Here we are. It's lights out and away we go for the Grand Prix. And we are racing here for the AAOL down towards turns 1 at the rest of the field. Thunder through. Who are we going to get on? Everyone seems to be getting along nicely there. A few cars getting caught up on the inside, but they get away at the start of the race. Everyone through the top of the hill. Seems to be 2 packs forming up here between the drivers. Perhaps a Haas or 2 getting a bit out of shape out there at one stage. The leaders make their way through the hairpin as the rest of the field start to pile on through. Who is this on the inside? I can't believe it. A little bit loose. Applying the throttle. Who was that? That was an Alpine of Tarragino, but there's a battle for the race lead. Down into the... I can't believe it! Dave has just smashed into the side of Sandman, and there we go! That could have championship ramifications there. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. Here's Jugster trying to sort out his teammate. What can we do down the inside? Dave swoops it back around the outside to consolidate his lead, but McLaren won't be too happy with that one. What a save from Sandman there. Sorry. It can get quite intense here in the commentary booth, as you can imagine. Teco is side by side with D. Perez back here as well. They finally sort themselves out. But we're going to keep our eye on here between David and Sandman and Co, because look at this. Jugster's a little bit wide and loose off the back of the guys as well. So Sandman's going to have to try and make some moves out here. We're side by side with Frankie and Verido as well in the background. But Sandman into 4th. That's exactly what he needs to do. We're right on board at the McLaren driver and see if we have any damage from that incident we've seen earlier on. We'll have a look-ski at the side-by-side replay with that one, because that was something else. Down into the hairpin we go with the leaders. It was into the chicane, I believe. The replay at the bottom right-hand side will lead them with it. But Sandman and Co down. Sandman down the inside, not able to make the maneuver stick. But he gets the old switcheroo on T-Brown. Good stuff. So T-Bran up another position with Jugster right in the back of the danger. Dave, this is the red mist after settling in here for Sandman, I'm telling you. He is not letting this go at all. His teammate is stuck right with the danger, Dave. And the battles are going on back here. Look at this. This is where we are side-by-side action through 11, 12 and 13. Into the final 2 corners now. Excuse me. Don't quite know what's happening. D. Perez is after having an issue. What's happening to D. Perez? D. Perez is dropping down the order. Has he got an issue? 10-second time penalty for D. Perez. He's after throwing it away here this evening. Unfortunately for himself, he was in the hunt for 3rd position before the racing got underway this evening. And I think it's gone from bad to worse for the Red Bull driver. Now down the straight towards the hairpin once more. Truckster dives it down the inside. Here we go. There it is indeed. Dave has to try the over-under but can't quite get there. And look at this. Don't quite know what that's all about there. Truckster clearly not accelerating for the simple fact to get Sandman back around. Dave, that is not how I like to see the motor racing, but they are allowed to do it. So what are you meant to do with that one? Dave consolidates his race and lead once more. There's contact between them. And I'm telling you now, this is getting extremely elbows out. It's lap 3 of 29, and I don't know what the story is for the end of this race. Who's going to make it? That's going to be the question. Oh my word. Ah, Dave's wide. He's trying to not get any penalties here. The battle for the championship continues on up over the hill. Dave leads the way with Saman in second, but Saman is... Oh, I thought he was going for the dive. He remembers that contact well. As we make our way down towards the chicane once more, Dave gives Saman the position and immediately defends against T-Brand, which is fine, fair enough. And he tries to get a good run through the exit, which he has done indeed. Oh no, Chuckster spun, so that's Chuckster taken care of in the battle, unfortunately for himself. Unless there's a safety car, he recovers nicely though into ninth. So let's have a look at that side-by-side replay and we'll see what this is all about. So you see Truckster just gets in front of Dave and then clearly is super slow off the exit to give his teammate the super run, and that is how the position almost got changed. But David, in ferocious manner, throws it back up the inside of the McLaren driver and says, not today, sunshine. There's been contact at the start of the race. Racing happens, but that was a little bit suspect to a purpose maneuver now. But anyway, we won't worry about that. Salman is your race leader with David in second and T-Bran following closely in third. Pleasant Snake has dropped back now by 1.5 seconds to the back of T-Bran, so he's out of the DRS zone. And it's a 3-car battle towards the chicane once more. David is in the slipstream, and it seems as if they've settled themselves out for the moment. Salman gives him the inside and Dave retakes the position, and Salman's going to get the DRS now and it's going to go back around the outside once more. So to retake the race lead, not quite. David up the inside still, almost able to keep the nose in, but not quite this time around. Deco and Quincy battling hard here. Good racing from the guys. Back towards the front of the field. Salman's a little bit wide there, with David following very close behind. It's a phenomenal championship final battle we have here. The two protagonists are out leading the way. Pleasant Snake, who is battling for third, seems to have it for now, as he is in fourth position with D. Perez in the championship out of the race. It is a disaster for Red Bull. So the battle for the lead, Constantinas once more down towards the braking zone. Status quo for the moment, but Snake is right back in, and look at this. Loose though through the exit there is Snake, very lucky to hold on to it. And now down the back straight, down the main straight, the back straight once more. It's David and T-Bran battling it into the braking zone. Both of them had the DRS this time around. T-Bran around the outside, he makes the maneuver stick and he's still there. Dave hangs it back around the outside. Oh, well and good. And now it's Sandman trying to take advantage, so he's boxing T-Bran in behind, but there's almost contact between them down the straight. Holy man, I'm going to ride on board a Snake here, because this is phenomenal stuff. This race, there's the top three right in front of us. And we have the perfect seat in the house for this championship battle for the moment. Look at this Snake. Almost into the back of Salman. Salman on them softs. Have a look at them tyres here for now. Yeah, so Salman's on a set of softs, so they're going to start to fall away from him shortly, as the rest of the field and their mediums start to catch up. Indeed, it looks as if we have the fall off already. And it looks as if Truckster's fallen back even more. So, not good for Truckster. He's down into 11th now. So, he needs to get going. If he needs points, well, there's points all the way down to 20th. In fairness, in the AAOL, which is great. Every single person who shows up to race gets something for their effort. As we battle it now again down the main straight for the race lead. To the inside goes T-Brand. Dave, nothing really we could do about it. As we're side by side between Snake and Sandman into the braking zone as well, and Snake makes the maneuver. So Sandman starting to struggle here with Dave on the back of Tree Brand, right on the back here, getting the DRS popping out of the slipstream to the outside towards the braking zone for the double left-hander, and he makes the maneuver before we even get there. Happy days for himself, but Truckster and Sinful and Co battling hard here as well. Truckster not quite able to get the run. He must be suffering with some damage out there. Oh no, Vin is crashed. And it's a safety car. Vin is crashed on the exit of turn 9. There's the carcass of the car on the left-hand side. And that is just unfortunate for Scuderia. Vinny Enzo has not had the race he wanted this evening, and he is out of the race. Out of the sprint and out of the race as well. The race leaders come trundling down the pit lane. One would only assume to throw on a set of hard tyres here. Indeed they do. Dave manages to keep the position with Snake in second, Sandman third. Travilo, oh no, because he's still yet to pit. Alright then. Anyone getting held up here in the pits? Not at the moment. So happy out with that one. Let's have a look at the last replay we've had a look at here. Will the field make their way out? So, it was battling. Right, so it was a Dave and Truckster. So, perhaps Truckster just a little bit loose on the exit there. Couldn't quite get the power down as quick as he would have wanted to, which gave Sandman the ultimate run around the outside on David. But David says, not today, sunshine, and threw it back down the inside to maintain the position through the hairpin and through the double left-hander hairpin. There's the contact on the exit there as well. Unbelievable stuff. Very close. But that is all fair in motorsport. No harm, no foul. So lap 8 of 29 here this evening. And we are on our first safety car. What's up, Quincy? What's up, Ivor? What's up, Ashburn? You absolute legends. All the guys in the chat, let me know who you think is going to win the championship and who you think is going to win the race. The championship is between the Danger David and VSM Sandman. Who's it going to be? There was only a few points in it before qualifying and the sprint race went ahead. So I'm still going to say it's still up for debate. Well, who's going to win the Grand Prix here this evening as well? Is it going to be David, Snake, Sandman, T-Bran or Taravilo, your top 5 at the moment? And there's plenty of scope for strategy and other things to happen this evening. Anyone with 4 wheels left on their wagon can still make an impact in this race and perhaps get a podium, if not the win. That is all to play for here. It's the All Assists Off League. It's the AAOL. It's round 10. It's the final from Abu Dhabi, brought to you by the Racing Notebook and KamiKayGifts. Check out the links in the description. Support the channel. It's myself, Lemony Tang, your commentator. Hope you're liking the stuff this evening. Like and subscribe to the channel as well. You know yourselves. Be rude not to. And yeah, check out the links in the description if there's something you like. Get it. Right, so. Telling you, it's like I always get a frog in my throat when I start these things. Need to see how the pros do it. How do they stop coughing? I don't have a mute button on this thing either, which would have been absolutely brilliant. Well handy. If I click the mute button, the bleeding thing goes away, so that's not good. No mute button on that thing. Well, what are you meant to do? check. Always check the seller's description before buying. Is there a mute button? No. Ah well. Audio Technica doesn't need a mute button. Right, we are on lap 9 of 29. One would assume we will be back racing at the end of this lap. Please, motorsport gods, let us be back racing. Sinful and Truckster are passing each other under the safety car for some unknown reason. Don't know what that's all about. Safety car's in at the end of this lap. Yeehaw! Happy days. And it's up to Danger David to bring us back to racing. Let's bring up them tires before we go back. T-Bran's on a set of softs, so we'll have to wait and see who he gets on for this one. This should be a good one from T-Bran. Everyone else on a set of hards. Quincy's on a set of softs as well. Mediums for some guys out there also. So, safety cars in. Aston Martin leading Aston Martin, but it's up to Danger Dave when he wants to go. We'll have a look back from the rear, Dave, to see when we get going. He is second in the championship, a Sandman behind in third, leading the championship, so it's all to play for here. Nearly loops it through the final corner, but gets a phenomenal exit, and back to green flag racing we go. It's up to Pleasant Snake and Sandman now into turn one. Sandman almost around the outside. T-Bran with his brand new set of softs is going to have some amount of grip. Quincy's out there as well making manoeuvres. Truckster's up the inside of Simple, and as we make our way down towards turns 5 for the 10th time, it's still Dave leading the way with Snake in second, Sandman in third, and T-Bran in fourth with Taravilo in fifth. We got some battles going on with Truckster and Co behind, so we'll have to wait and see how the guys spread out down towards the braking zone. Yes, indeed. Quincy's up the inside of Skid Solo, and that's Simple up the inside of Truckster. It is indeed. Teco battling hard with Taravilo. Teco almost gets that position. Couldn't quite make the maneuver stick. Back to the race leaders here. Dave leading the way, but T-Bran on a set of softs needs to start making some hay while the sun shines here. Let's ride on board of T-Bran because he's on them softs. He needs all the grip and the advantage he can get. Oh, look at this, up the inside. Wide goes Sandman, perhaps giving T-Bran the position. Knows he needs to keep himself in it to win it this evening. And that is perhaps the smartest move at this stage of the race. Look at this, Snake is battling David as well. So, Dave, what is up with Dave? 6/10 between the two guys. Dave has had an absolute mare of a few corners. Snake around the outside takes the race lead and is gonna get the DRS. Is he down the main straight? He should do. None of them have it. None of them have it. Alright. Down into the braking zone. Dave trying to make the maneuver right back. Can he make a maneuver stick? Not quite. He didn't quite have the confidence onto the braking zone. Here, T-Bran nearly into the back of David there as well. And look at this. Sandman has brought himself to the back of his championship protagonist, battling the Battle Royale into the turn 9 now. Not quite able to make it stick is Sandman, but Sandman's right in the back of David now. He's right on board the McLaren driver. I thought he was going to go for a Dan Dare dive, but he didn't think of it. Thought of it, but didn't commit to it. So Snake now leads the way. David has been demoted to third position, and this battle is just continuing on. DRS is enabled this lap. Just getting myself confused earlier on. Getting myself a bit excited. Wide goes T-Bran on them softs. Gets himself a penalty for his troubles, but he's not going to worry about that right now. He's going for this race lead. He's on the back of Snake. Right on board of the Alfa Romeo driver. DRS wide open. Nothing Snake can do except give him the inside down towards the braking zone. And you'll have to think, oh, a little bit deep goes T-Bran, which will give Snake the opportunity to come back at him with the DRS. We are indeed. You almost don't want that to happen sometimes, but Snake pulls to the outside into the braking zone, and we're hard onto the brakes. Not able to make the maneuver stick. And T-Bran takes the race lead on lap 12 of 29. And with his soft tires, he's going to try and make a break for it at the front of this field, because the rest of them don't need to pit. And T-Bran with his tire wear will have to pit. They've all made their stops to change their compounds at this stage. So it's all down to strategy for the rest of the race. T-Bran with a new fastest lap crosses the line. He needs to try and break that DRS zone if he can. That's the only way he's going to try and get it. Snake under pressure with David behind. And Sandman and Co. Although Taravilo's on the back of Sandman. Taravilo going to make a maneuver, not into the braking zone. But Sandman's wide. On the exit, Sandman's wide. I'm not quite sure. Sandman seems to be struggling here. Perhaps he has damage. Down the straight we go. DRS is activated though. Snake closes, but doesn't quite launch the attack into the braking zone yet. A few lockups on the cars behind. Nothing too major. But now through the exit, Snake has got a good run. But David also has a good run. Down towards the braking zone at turn 9. Dave pops to the outside. T-Bran decides not to defend, and it's still status quo for the time being. Some big battles happening back here though. Skid Solo and Sinful having it on. Sinful takes the maneuver stick and is away. Vincenzo, you absolute legend. Thanks very much, buddy. Let's see how you're getting on yourself. Unfortunately, buddy, we'll see you the next time out there if we can. You will recognize the name. Didn't quite realize you crashed out, unfortunately for you, bud. Hope you're enjoying it though, as you say yourself. So the race battle now is a 6-car battle here with Teco joining the party at the rear. But it's Snake on the back of T-Bran down towards the braking zone. T-Bran defends the inside. Can't really do much about it. We'll be right on board with Dave. Both cars up in front are wide and deep. Hey. And we make our way towards 9. Double apex. Left-hander T-Bran retakes the position. So it's cat and mouse at the front of the field here. A little bit of gamesmanship and strategy coming into play here. Do you want to lead the pack? Do you not want to lead the pack? That's the question. T-Bran is at the front of this peloton at the moment. But one thinks, for how long? Vincenzo needs to practice. Don't we all, buddy? Don't we all? All assists off, man. Fair play to you, though, for even giving it a go. I sure wouldn't. Every single one of these drivers. How much concentration is needed? It's extreme concentration. Every single acceleration zone, braking zone, upshift, downshift has to be thought of meticulously to get these cars around the track. Oh, Frankie's crashed out of the race and it's brought out a safety car. I can't believe it. It's a safety car on lap 15 of 29, just as the battles were commencing. True. Turns 1, I believe, Frankie lost it on the inside. You see a bit of damage, so unfortunately for Frankie there. But yeah, these guys are giving it their utmost, their absolute all. And that's just to get the car around the track. Throw in another 18 lunatics, or 19 of them, barreling into turn 1. It can be a formidable place to find yourself, but it's ever so much fun. It's lap 15 of 29. We're just over halfway of the race, pretty much, give or take a couple of corners. T-Bran leads the way with Pleasant Snake in second, The Danger Dave in third, with Sandman in fourth, and Rilstaravilo in fifth. Teco in sixth, Simple seventh, Skid Solo in eighth, with Chuckster ninth, and Quincy is your top 10. Veraduco in 11th, Tarkin Gino in 12th, Racing Wheel 13th, Tobus in 14th, Maverick 15th, and Sir Ibo in 16th. And here we go. Who's going to come in? Who's going to stay out? Dave stays out. Sandman stays out. So the championship protagonists all stay out. Taravilo stays out. Teco stays out. So is this everyone on a set of hards? Not quite, I don't think. Verdugo, 8-lap old mediums, perhaps can't get to the end on the tyres that he has left. Racing wheels into the pit stop. So, a bit of a mix and match here. 6 cars have a set of hards. Verdugo is a set of 8-lap old mediums. Everyone else on soft or hards or mediums behind. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just going to be quiet and leave you guys to have a look-ski at that one for the moment. So this safety car is brought to you by KamiKayGifts. We'll bring up the stuff on top there. So check out the link in the description. Some lovely digital artworks there for your office, for your bedroom, for your gaming room. There's plenty on the site there as well. There's also some t-shirts and merchandise. Pretty cool stuff if you ask me. Check out the link in the description. Again, support the channel, like and subscribe. Check out the descriptions. And yeah, just see if you like it. Right, so in this championship final, it's the Danger Dave who leads the way with Sandman in second, Taravilo in third, and Teco now in fourth, Skid Solo in fifth, with Truckster in sixth, Verdugo in seventh. They have all not stopped under the recent safety car. Pleasant Snake is the first one who has stopped. In 8th with T-Bron in 9th, Simple in 10th with Maverick in 11th, Tarkin Gino in 12th, Quincy now in 13th, Racing Wheel 14th, Thomas in 15th, and Sir Ibo is your running order at the moment. We have lost Frankie most recently, Vinienzo and Deep Perez respectively. I was going to say who's passing each other, but Verdugo has decided to come into the pit lane and throw away that set of tyres. Probably the best decision. What's up to the old chat there? Let me know who you think is going to win this race. It's all up in the air at the moment. Who's your money on? Who's going to win the Grand Prix? Let me know in the old chat. Chatterooski. E. So it's lap 17 of 29. We're hoping to get going at the end of this one now. Let me just try and clear my throat. Now, now we'll see how we get on for the rest of the race. Let's have a look-ski here. Who's some of the biggest movers so far? Position changes. Teco, he's up 7. Oh, look at this. 7 for Teco. 7 for Simple and 8 for Maverick. Great stuff from themselves. The biggest losers, not the want to be one, is Thomason, Quincy, and T-Bran. Some drivers have pit stop though. So, here we go. It's going to be a race back to green flag now. The safety car is in at the end of this lap, and it's up to Danger Dave again to bring us back to racing. Get rid of the old bit of Ruski there. Right, who's it gonna be? Looking very cloudy out there as well, I have to say, but we won't worry about that right now. So, when does David bring us back to green flag? He went fairly early the last time, but he's holding on to it for now. Still hasn't quite gone yet, and he's accelerated now, and he's got a fairly decent restart there, I have to say. Truckster behind doesn't seem to be quite there, but Sandman is right with David as we get back to racing, although he nearly loses it on the exit of turn 1. That is always a danger here between these drivers. Down towards turn 5 for the 18th time of the race. Truckster is battling hard with the cars in the pack here. Let's bring up the tyres because there's going to be some differing positions here. Sandman down the inside into the braking zone. He's going to make the maneuver stick, is he? Yes, he does. He doesn't run wide, and there we have it. Lap 18 of 29. He's taking the race lead. Dave has been relegated to second, but can he put the pressure on Sandman now? It's up to the Aston Martin driver to keep it with him, to keep his championship hopes alive. So the rest of the field battling very nicely indeed through the pack. We're going to concentrate with these guys for now. We make our way through the final sector. Oh no, that's Truckster spinning. Truckster spun well around. I tell you now, it's a full-on safety car once more. I can't believe it. We've only got back to racing. We've another safety car here. Truckster finds himself in all sorts of trouble. He's going to break his rear wing doing that as well, and I'm sure he's going to be out of the race. He's crashed himself out. Unfortunately for Truckster, when he's trying to recover his car back onto the racing line and to the pit lane, he has lost control and thrown it into the wall. Unfortunately for the McLaren driver there. Look at this. Who is this? Teco. Alright, Teco is fairly far behind. I was about to say, having a slipstream battle down into the braking zone of the chicane. Oh well, what are you meant to do there? So let's have a look at the last replay. Oh no, it was that Truckster one, so we won't worry about that one. Won't worry about that one for now. So we'll have a look at our noteskies here while we're under our third safety cars. In 2021, it was Lewis versus Max Verstappen for the championship. We all know how that one went down. Absolutely class stuff there. In 2021, unfortunately, Massey made a bit of a strategical error, an officiating error, which allowed only a few cars to pass the safety car. So it was a bit of controversy, to say the least, as the rest of the field pit now at the moment for a new set of softs. So I would assume to take them to the end of the race. Look at that. Pew, pew, pew. It's like NASCAR. So yeah, that was 2021. Max dove it up the inside. With one lap to go at turn 5 to take the race lead, the win, and the championship. Obviously, everyone will still be having rows about that till the day we all die. 2016, Nico Rosberg won the championship with a phenomenal fight with Lewis Hamilton all the way through the year, but he finally got away with it. Hamilton was trying a few of the tricks up his sleeve, but couldn't quite get there. Some of them not as sporting as you would like, but hey ho, it's a championship at the end of the day. But Rosberg came away victorious that day with the championship himself over the radio with his partner, his missus. Very happy indeed. A brilliant day in the Rosberg household that day. In 2012, Kimi Räikkönen wins in the Lotus. I'm telling you now, nearly bankrupt the Lotus at the time as well. He won the Grand Prix. Yes. He's warming up the tyres all the time. Leave him alone. He knew what he was doing, and he sure did that day. And in 2010, it was Sebastian Vettel. You are the world champion. He won the race with the championship after all the odds were against him, and took away his first of 4 championships. So, Quincy is your race leader. It's up to him to bring us back to green flag racing. When does he go? When does he accelerate? That's going to be his prerogative, and everyone else needs to try and time it as we await to go back to green flag racing. 4-lap old softs on his tyres. He's got himself up there in good track position. Through the final corner goes Quincy. We still haven't accelerated yet. We're waiting. It's going to be a NASCAR style restart. We're 3 wide towards the back of the field, and here we go. Back to green flag racing down towards turns 1. Quincy gets a phenomenal start. But look at this Sandman down the inside. He has to make the maneuver. Stick him or wide. There's a massive accident in the back of the field, and that was always going to happen. With a restart that close, unfortunately for the guys. Who's that? Taravilo gets a virtual safety car there. There's contact. Pleasant Snake has lost his wing. And Sandman is still there, but let's have a look at that one before we get back to racing, because that was a bit, well, it wasn't wrong. Let's have a look. We go back here. So it's up to Quincy when to go. It's all down to him. He has done nothing wrong here. He has had a solid acceleration zone, and he doesn't come off that accelerator. It's everyone else behind trying to anticipate it, backing themselves up, which Constantina's to back into turn 1. And as you can see here, Sandman dives it into the smallest of gaps. The Haas gets there as well, but it's the Alfa Romeo into the back of the Williams, and everyone else, just Constantina piles in. They're so close, and that is the story, unfortunately, for themselves. We're still under the VSC here. We are back to green flag racing. No drive-through penalties, but look at this. Sandman's wide, and look at that. Tarantino is caught napping. Racing Wheel takes second position. And the Alpines have found themselves in second and third. Phenomenal effort from themselves. What a cracking bit of strategy there. What's up, Shane Mack? You absolute ledge. Happy St. Patrick's Day, buddy. Belated St. Patrick's Day for us Irish yesterday. I'm sure the hangovers are just about nursed at this stage. Down into turn 1. Sandman up the inside. And Dave needs to get himself going here. He's found himself in 5th position, and he's the one who needs to beat Sandman here for the championship. So it's all coming to these guys. Oh, what is that? That's so close. Look at that. Dan there up the inside. Racing Wheel lucky to get away with that. Sandman lucky to get away with that. Contact into the hairpin. Let's have a look at that one side by side after this maneuver. Look at this. Sandman cannot get by Racing Wheel. Racing Wheel is holding his own here. But Sandman gets the old switcheroo on the exit around the outside and makes the maneuver stick. And Racing Wheel will fall in behind after that one. Let's have a look ski here, the side-by-side replay. Was that contact between Sandman and Racing Wheel into the hairpin? I believe it might have been. Wait for them to catch up here down at the bottom. So maybe, perhaps, Racing Wheel was a little bit loose into the braking zone. No, just Sandman down the inside. And yeah, perhaps contact on the exit. Very close indeed between the drivers. Anyway, we won't worry about that for now, because Sandman is on the back of Quincy. And Dave is seeing his championship pull away up in front. Quincy, oh, up the inside of Sandman. Sandman tries it, but Quincy shuts the door and says, no way, Jose, not today, not right now. You have to wait your turn. And Sandman has to be patient here. I don't know what the rush is. Dave is a good bit behind, unless Dave is in front in the championship at this stage, but we won't know. Sandman down the straight in the DRS slipstream as well. Quincy decides to defend almost. Not quite able to do it. Racing Wheel almost creates an accident there, but backs out of it nicely. And now Dave. Oh, look at Dave on the exit there. What a run from Dave. There you go. So let's have a look at these penalties that people are starting to accumulate here. Ooh, who is this? That's Racing Wheel and Gino side by side. Happy out. So Dave's only a second off Quincy. He's only. Oh, they're still battling hard here with the Alpines. Dave's on the back of Quincy. He needs to pass Quincy like ASAP. What a good run there. Quincy defends to the inside, so it's going to have to be Dave. Down there around the outside. Oh, fair play to Quincy. He knows this is a championship battle. He doesn't want to be in it. And now it's a straight fight between Sandman and Danger Dave for the championship. Can David catch Sandman to make a race of it? Come on yourself, Shane O'Mac. Happy St. Paddy's Day to the time. Let me know who you think's going to win this race. Is it going to be Sandman? Is it going to be David? Pleasant Snake sets the fastest lap. Teco immediately right back at him. There's battles happening all around this field. It's separated quite a lot now because of these tires situation. People have kind of sorted themselves out. Strategy-wise, track position-wise, we're coming to the closing stages of this race. And the championship, can David gain? It's 2 seconds now. He may be starting to struggle with them tires, and Sandman has made his way to the front through all the issues through the race, through contacts, being put back into the field at one stage of the safety car. He's fought his way through, and he's made his way to the top of the pack here. And he has crossed the line to start lap 25 of 29. It's Sandman, your race leader, with Danger Dave in second, Quinty in third, Tarkin Gino fourth. Racing Wheel is your top five, with Toberson in sixth, Soroibo seventh, Maverick in eighth, with Skid Solo ninth, and Sinful your top 10. Taravilo in 11th, with Verdugo in 12th, Pleasant Snake 13th, and Teco 14th, with T-Bran now in 15th. He was the leader at one stage, so there you go. It's all change here in the AAO. Well, it's the All Assists Off League. It's round 10. It's the final from Abu Dhabi, brought to you by the Racing Notebook, KamiKayGifts, myself, Lemony Tang, and the Comic Boot. We absolutely love it. It's been a fantastic race this evening, qualifying, sprint, and a full race here as well, as we have a massive battle going on here. Maverick swoops around the outside of Oibo. Oibo has to concede the position, and Skid Solo says thank you very much indeed as well. So the elbows are well and truly out here towards the back of the pack. The late maneuver for Maverick to the inside, but it's off fair. Skid Solo swoops it around the outside and makes the maneuver stick here for 7th position. What a cracker, and that is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. The Danger Dave has also clawed this back to almost within that second. It's 1.2 seconds between Sandman and the Danger Dave. This could be for the championship here as well. Oh, so loose. So, down into the chicane of 6 and 7. Closing down at the end of this race here. Verdugo and Taravilo are side by side. Oh, look at this. Verdugo almost makes the maneuver. Couldn't quite get there. Soroibo and Co. having their own battles into the chicane. Oh. And through the exit as well. So no sits in these cars. Obviously the tires are starting to wear down. The drivers must be starting to feel it as well in the cockpit, and it's close as ever for the race lead. Here we go. It's 6/10 between them. Let's have a look at the penalties. We don't need to worry about that too much. There's 3 laps left to go in the championship and the race. David is in second. Sandman is leading the way. And this is a battle royale for the ages here for the AAOL for the final of the season, the final of the championship. It's all boiling down to the last few laps here. It's shades of 2021 all over again. Down the straight, the DRS now is wide open for the Aston Martin of the Danger David. Sandman, you know it, is going to be checking his mirrors, but not able to quite do it for now. Quincy and Tarangino going battling hard at it for 3rd position on the track, which is the final podium position. But through towards turns 9 we go. Dave is in the slipstream. He's there, he's there, he's there. He doesn't pull out though at the last second. He thinks better of it. Does he have a tyre advantage here? Or an ERS advantage? Let's have a look. They're both on the exact same amount of ERS, so It's a race to the end. It's all about patience, racing line, and how much tyres they have left. They're on the same set of tyres as well. 7-lap old softs. So how are they feeling here? It's the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. It's lap 28 of 29. We're going to stay with these two for the rest of it because this is going to be a phenomenal end to the race. David, through turns 2, is trying to catch Sandman in front before the qualifying and racing got underway this evening. There was only about 10 to 15 points between them. Sandman leads the way in the championship with David in second. But it can all be to play for here. Solid qualifyings and a good race between the two of them in the sprint. It's pretty much even Steven, the championship. Here we go to the inside. Goes David. Can he make the maneuver stick? There's contact. He does go for it. And here we go. It's going to be elbows out towards the end of this race. Once again, it's like the start of it. These two drivers have found themselves once more. And they're battling for the position and the race win. Oh, Teco and Rilaro crashed out, both of them, in the first corner. Sorry. In turns 3, the exit into turn 4. Disaster for Teco and Taravilo. Must have collected each other. That'll be a good replay highlight in the Discord after. And David is gaining almost a second on the final lap here. He's pulled the pin, has David. Can Sandman keep it in that DRS activation zone? I'm not quite sure, but to start the final lap, it's David who leads the way with Sandman in second. And this is the story of the championship all the way through the season. It's boiling down to these two. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna win it? True. Turn 5 for the final time. No DRS here for Sandman either. I think he's running out of steam here. He's not going to be able to mount a challenge at the last lap. I'm not quite sure. Yellow flags in sector 2. Who was that? Oh, look at this. There's an Alpine nearly taking out the rest of the field. Oh, well. So there we go. I think... Let's have a look at Tobison. Tobison and Racing Wheel battling hard down towards the braking zone. It looks as if it's done a dust with at the top of the field here. We'll wait and see if anything happens between the two championship drivers. But here we go towards the line. There's going to be no doubt about it. Who's going to win the Grand Prix here this evening? Danger Dave is going to come through the final corner in the Aston Martin. He's tried it all left, right and centre. Nearly throws it away, but wins the Grand Prix at the final corner. What a cracking end to that race. Danger David wins the Grand Prix. Sandman in second. Spins it across the line. He looks like a very happy camper indeed, with Quincy in third. What an absolute cracking race we have had. Unbelievable stuff here for the AA. Oh well, let's have a look-ski and see what she's saying. I can't look at things like that, unfortunately. So we won't worry about it for now. Congratulations to Dave, who wins the Grand Prix. Sandman in second and Quincy in third. We're just waiting for a T-Brand to cross the line. I'm not quite sure who's won the championship, though. If somebody can let me know in the old Discord or in the old chat here, that would be great. The Danger Dave wins the race. From Sandman in second and Quincy in third. Now let's have a look-ski here. The drivers are making their way onto the podium. The The trophy is raised. The smiles are happening. There's only one thing left to do. The champagne! E. Unbelievable stuff. What an absolute cracker of a race we have had here this evening. The Danger Dave wins the race with Sandman in second, Quincy in third, Thomas in fourth, Racing Wheel in fifth, Tarkin Gino sixth, the Chuckster seventh, Skid Solo eighth, Sinful ninth, and T-Bran your top 10. Taravilo in 11th, Pleasant Snake 12th with Maverick 13th, Verduco 14th, Saribo 15th, Teco 16th, Frankie in 17th, Vincenzo in 18th, and Deprez 19th. But it's coming in from the paddock, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming in. And it is the main man himself, Sandman, who wins the championship here this evening. What an absolute cracker. We'll jump into the commentary box, into the old Charuski here. Hopefully we can get the guys in to have a chat and get their thoughts on the race. What an absolute cracking Grand Prix we have seen once again. And hopefully we can get the guys in sooner rather than later. Unbelievable race though. What an absolute cracker by the end of it. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm sure you guys were too. It's been an absolute cracking into the race. Mr. Dive Bomb, how are you getting on?
Yo, how you doing? You good?
Not too bad. We're still live here. Who's anyway?
Yep, it's Quincy.
Quincy,
Sorry.
good man yourself.
Different name, sorry about that.
It's alright, man. Congratulations, third position, man. Happy days.
Yeah, I kind of caused the safety car, so I don't know whether I'm going to be keeping that third position or not. But yeah, good race. Not really the track, to be honest.
You didn't cause that. That was when you were restarting, wasn't it?
No. The last safety car, which was Truckster going into the wall. I hit him from behind when we were racing, and he got some rear wing damage. So we ended up. He ended up when he went out of the corner under the tunnel on the way out. He went into a spin, had some oversteer, and then that's how he ended up into the wall and ended his race. So
fair enough. Disaster for him. No, but fair play, just great racing altogether. And the Danger Dave, congratulations on the win, although I don't think it's quite translated to the championship. How do you feel? What a great Grand Prix. Fair play to you.
Yeah, good race. Really good race. It's the best result I could have got from it. I could have maximised quali position and maybe a triple crown, but unfortunately not. So, good race. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a very close one with yourselves. Fair play to you, though. It was you and Sandman battling it through all the way. How was it? Yeah. What were your nerves like during the race?
Yeah, of course it was on edge, but I was quite composed because I knew that Sandman's very consistent around the track, so I knew that it was very unlikely he was going to make a mistake. So just a matter of being clinical myself, and unfortunately Sandman was also clinical. So.
Well, yeah, absolutely smashed it. And to be fair, there were some very dodgy moments for both of you during the race, where things could have gone either way. Sandman, congratulations. You got second in the race, but you are the new AAOL champion. How do you feel, mate? Fair play to you.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. And first of all, I would like to congratulate David on a well fought season. He was on point in every race, man. He was collecting points, even though he did not win much, but he was consistent, and he deserved this as much as I am. But appreciate it.
There was some, no, fair play to you indeed. You must have been going hard at it through the season. There's some issues there, not issues, but you found yourself deep in the pack with a safety car restart, and you really dove it up the inside. How crucial was it to get back in front of David as well at some stages in that race? Seemed to be a really big battle going on.
Yeah. It was weird actually. The car felt very good in qualifying. I was flying, but in the race, I found it very difficult to on the race especially too much tire wear, and I was struggling to keep up with Pleasant, Snake, and David. But yeah, I was saved by the first safety car. I had to bid. I was thinking about damage. I think I had some under body damage from someone. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, the car was actually having too much tire wear. It was very weird. But yeah, I had to make some positions after the second safety car because I knew David was behind me, so I had to. And I also had the 3 seconds penalty, so I had to pull some space between us. But he kept up, and he was very quick. Actually, on the race, he was very quick. Yeah, if it wasn't for the 3 seconds penalty, I think he would have finished ahead of me with 5 seconds almost. Yeah.
Well, it was a great one anyway. Every single one of you showed your true grit here this evening. Fair play. But I'm going to wrap this one up here. Congratulations to David, who wins the Grand Prix this evening. Sandman in second, and Quincy, your podium position finishers. And a massive congratulations to our champion this season, Sandman. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. All the best, everyone.
It is now 4 times.
Go ahead, Sandman. Go ahead.
Yeah, it is 4 times now. Just want to say, David, you have won. So maybe next season.
Maybe next season, my man. Appreciate it though. Respect. Always.
Yeah, sure, man.
There you go. This has been the All Assists Soft League, the AAOL Round 10. It was the final. It's been an absolute cracker. We hope you've loved every moment of it. We sure have here in the Commentary Boot. We'll see you again next season. This has been from Abu Dhabi. Congratulations to David, Sandman, Quincy once again, and Sandman for winning the championship. This has been an absolute cracker. Have a great one, everyone.